Hey all, Pi here, and we are back in Oblivion with Mahira, and Nikki, of course, who is adorable as always. And I am only able to move because I have a feather potion, so we should probably get on our way. Now, I didn't actually take the road between Skingrad and Anvil last time, so I think it'll probably be fine. Like, not too repetitive to go back that way and just follow the road properly like she would, because, you know, she's trying to get from point A to point B quickly because she's got a pack full of Nern root and she's got to get it to Sindarian as quickly as possible because otherwise, you know, the world will end or something. I don't know. She's very excited, shall we say. So I'm imagining most of this is going to end up either being cut or being used as quiet time for a monolog where maybe she'll strange Khajiit. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Nope. Nope. You're slow, sir. Looks like there's some activity up there. Don't think I want to get involved, though. Shit. Don't kill me. Great. Perfect. Is this still following? See him behind me, but battle music's still playing, so maybe I should just keep running until the battle music stops playing. Yep, that's my plan. It's raining cats and dogs anyway, so I don't really want to be out here. Run, deer. Weather. I thought Anvil was raining. Something else going on. Shit. Okay. Making my stand. Slightly distracted. I'm not sure who that guy is, though. Oh, sorry. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I am not built for combat with you, sir. Where are you going? Oh, shit. Ghost, ghost, ghost. Ow. That was bad. I'm not gonna touch it, clearly. Why? Why are you also attacking me? Help, help, help. Are you also... No? Okay. Oh.
Thank you for saving my life.
What?
My name is Fergus. I'm glad that you're around.
Yes, I definitely just saved your life. Are you okay?
That was nothing. I'll be fine. I wish I could have something to give you as a reward, but I'm broke now. I'm heading to the Imperial City to deliver a package to a friend. If you come with me, I can pay you when we arrive there.
Uh, I kind of have some important business to tend to.
Alright, I see. I'll stay in Imperial City. Look for me when you're there. I better get going. Good travels to you.
But that man just teleported. Well. Guess there's nobody left here now. Shit. Wait. Okay. Chainmail slightly better. I did not mean to undress you. I'm sorry, madam. It's a dog. Sad. Take it. That's worth something. Lockpicks. Might as well take the warhammer with me. I have the capacity for it now. We're going to make a beeline for Skingrad. Nothing can stand in my way.
Your presence here will
Shit.
not be tolerated.
Why? Why? I do not have the time or the energy for you people. Leave me alone. Just fuck. Run. Run. I don't know what that is off in the distance, and I'm kind of terrified, but I'm just gonna keep on moving. Oh, wait, I think I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. We're almost to Skingrad. Yay! I'm saved! Now I just have to outrun these bandits. How rude! Don't gotta make insults like that. Completely uncalled for. Where's the city? Oh, there's the city. It's so dark and rainy, I can barely see it. Help me. Please tell me there's an officer at the gate. Yes, there is. I am locking myself in. Hoping for the best. Shit. I want the loot. Oh shit! Don't hit me. attack. Oh my gosh. It's an attack sheep! I'm guessing that guy's the shepherd, and the sheep is not impressed by this bandit. I don't want to fire an arrow into that. Yeah, there we go.
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago.
Much obliged.
Well, at least they're
You,
slow.
sir,
Right.
are quite the specimen of sheep. Very impressive.
Farewell.
Very impressive. Anyway. That's awful. Now, where is the end that I need? Is this it? Yeah.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
Not interested in any of you people. Sendarian!
How goes the search?
You will not believe the things I've seen.
If you need to know more about the Nern route, read the missive.
Oh, no, I already did. I have the things.
Fantastic. You actually found 10 of the Nern route. I'll begin making the elixir of exploration right away. According to my research from the tome, I'll need at least 20 more Nern route to make the next magnitude of elixir. In any case, if you come back in about 24 hours, I should have the weaker elixir ready for you.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll leave you to it. I don't want to disturb you while you're doing your research.
Hi there.
Hi. What time is it? Well,
How
I
goes
get a
it?
bed.
What do you want?
A bed.
I have a lovely room on the corner if you're interested. It's 20 gold for a night.
I'll take it.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be quite satisfied. Go upstairs and look for the door on the right at the end of the hall. Sleep well. Bye.
I'm so tired. It's been such a long
What's your
journey.
story?
I do not have the time nor the energy. Which one of these? This one. Okay, Mickey. Let's make sure there are no hidden goodies and fall into bed. Woo! Okay. So intelligence for sure. Let's keep doing agility, I think. And maybe speed? Willpower will boost my alteration, though. I'm not ready for personality boost yet. Let's go with speed. So that's how it works. You plod along, putting one foot before the other, look up, and suddenly, there you are, right where you wanted to be all along. I'm not sure if that's entirely true at the moment from Mahira, but, you know, we're getting there. So, progress. And I am over encumbered, so I can't actually move, so just, like, pretend I'm sitting in that chair and doing alchemy. Okay, I didn't make too terribly much, but I got a little bit here. Some of which I can sell, which is awesome. So I am going to down cow's milk and get down to the actual food. Going to have what am I going to have? I'm gonna have cheese and potato bread, because that sounds so good, honestly. And you know what? It's been a long friggin' journey. I am eating a cake. There. And I'm also gonna have to take a feather just so I can move. Which one of these is the smallest? That one will do. Okay. Lovely. Come on, Nikki. We gotta go offload some things. So so I can move normally.
How about mixing up some potions?
Yeah, no. Okay. It's actually pretty early in the morning. It's very early in the morning. It's a general merchant. Not quite what I'm after. That's the alchemist. And that's the blacksmith. I need the blacksmith.
Morning.
Please go into your shop, madam. I've been waiting outside all day. I've no idea where you've been. But, like, I want to do business with
Morning.
you. Please. For love of all that is good in this world. Just open your shop. What is wrong with these people? Maybe I'd have better luck at the general trader.
Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want.
I want to sell you things. Any rumors?
That Elsie God-hater sure has a chip on her shoulder. Great with a blade, but she really holds a grudge against the church.
So I've heard. Okay, let's see what you got.
What can I interest you in?
Alright, I am going to give you this dagger. It is in excellent condition, I assure you. And this fine steel warhammer, it is also in excellent condition, I assure you. You know what? Have my green silk garment. I don't care.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
He actually buys potions? Well, here, have this. And this.
You got a great deal there.
And you can have all of my heavy restore fatigues. That's fine. All yours. There you go. And this one really heavy restore health. Go for it. Go wild. What else I got? Nothing I'm willing to part. Oh, wolf pelts. Yeah, have these.
An excellent bargain.
You got anything interesting? You got a lot of interesting things, actually. Do you have? Ooh, you have a lockpick. I will take that. Thank you. You have books, but I am already.
Thanks for your
struggling
business.
with encumbrance issues.
Farewell.
Bye. Okay. Now what? I'm actually light enough that I don't
hello.
need to burn feather
Heard any
potions in order
news
to
lately?
move, so that's an improvement for sure. Just gonna explore Skingrad a little bit, since I didn't spend too much time inside the city last time because I was so excited to oh right. Oh, I forgot about this.
Ah, it's you. Hi.
Hi. I know what I'm doing tonight. Well, that's that weird man. The one who followed me. Hope he didn't see me. Right. That's open. You! Why don't you open your business?
Go ahead, please.
What is wrong with everyone here?
Let's see what we've got here.
Just repair my stuff, please, and thank you.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
No.
Goodbye.
Farewell. Where is she? nobody in this city take their job seriously? Is that what it is?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hail.
Oh, I found the church. Hopefully. You!
Hello.
What day even is it? It's Morndas. It's basically a Monday. You just... no work ethic. That was kind of odd.
How goes it?
Hello.
Yay. Okay. What else? Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. 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 Yeah. I'm actually only missing like 2 or 3 now. Accidentally
Afternoon.
accumulated them all. Who are you?
Blessings of the Nine. My name is Tumendil. I'm the chapel priest. I'm sure you can find your way around the chapel by yourself.
Yeah. Any rumors?
I bought some wine from David Surly. Excellent body. He's a fine vintner.
Strange of you to speak so openly about his body, but okay. What can you tell me about the city?
The Chapel of Julianus is always open for worship and contemplation. Perhaps you should speak to Marie Palliel, our healer and restoration trainer.
Okay,
Be seeing you.
that's fine. Yeah, thinking about it. Something I've not done in this LP so far is get training. Because I can't find the people who train me in the things that I want to do. But I'm gonna see if I can change that. Like maybe this Mages Guild has alteration trainers? That'd be nice. That's not... Do you train?
What? I'm rather busy right now. Oh. Is this about joining the Mages Guild?
No.
I suppose I could spare the time, if necessary.
You do not train. I want nothing to do with you.
Farewell.
You.
What?
You do not train. I want nothing to do with you.
Goodbye.
Put it here.
Greetings,
Talk to you.
Heard any news?
Yes.
No.
Goodbye.
You.
Go ahead, please.
No.
Good day.
Okay, this is the
Greetings,
Mages Guild
Snoopy.
that's absolutely
Read any
useless.
good
Nobody
books
does
lately?
anything. Okay. I see.
I'm only asking for a seat.
To do while we're waiting. I think for Mahira, it's not so much that she's waiting for the potion as it is that she's waiting for another opportunity to speak with Sendarian, even if it is brief. Because he's become something of an idol for her now. I mean, how often do you get to work under an expert in your field of study? I guess internships, but like, still, it's special. Athletics just increased. There's a lot of backspace. Like, this is all vanilla, I'm pretty sure. But like, I don't think I've ever really explored back here. People just have yards. It's interesting. Maybe I'll just chill down here for the evening. Maybe read a good book. In fact, I have lots to choose from right now. What should I read? I really need to figure out a place to start dumping books, because I have too many. Entirely too many. I could start reading this long series that I picked up from the chapel. That might be fun. Yeah, let's start reading it. Starting with Volume 1, because of course, where else would you start? The Song of Pellinol, Volume 1, On His Name. Editor's note, Volume 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Riemann manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period or perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. That he took the name Pellinol was passing strange, no matter his later sobriquets, which were many. That was the Elvish name. That was an Elvish name, and Pellinol was a scourge on that race, and not much given to irony. Pellinol was much too grim for that. Even in youth he wore white hair, and trouble followed him. Perhaps his enemies named Pellinol of their own in their tongue, but that is doubtful, for it means glorious knight, and he was neither to them. Certainly, many others added to that name during his days in Tamriel. He was Pellinol the White Strake, because of his left hand, made of a killing light. He was Pellinol the Bloody, for he drank it in victory. He was Pellinol Insurgent, because he gave the Crusades a face. He was Pellinol in Triumph, as the words eventually became synonymous. And men-at-arms gave thanks to the Eight when they saw his banner coming through war. He was Pellinol the Blamer, for he was quick to admonish those allies of his that favored tactics that ran counter to his, that is, sword theory. And he was Pellinol the Third, though whether this was because some said he was a god geyser, who had incarnated twice before already, or that simpler, he was the third vision given to Perif, anon Alicia, in her prayers of liberation before he walked among the quarters of rebellion, is unknown. Interesting. Volume 2. The Song of Pellinol, Volume 2. On His Coming. Editors. That's going to be the same. And then Perif spoke to the handmaiden again, eyes to the heavens which had not known kindness since the beginning of elven rule, and she spoke as a mortal, whose kindle is beloved by the gods for its strength in weakness, a humility that can burn with metaphor and yet break easily and always doomed to the end in death. And this is why those who let their souls burn away are beloved of the dragon and his kin. And she said, "And this thing I have thought of, I have named it, and call it freedom, which I think is just another word for Shezar, who goes missing. You made the first rain at his sundering, and that is what I ask now for our alien masters, that we might sunder them fully and repay their cruelty by dispersing them to drown in the Topol. Morahaus, your son, mighty and snorting, gore-horned, winged, when next he flies down, let him bring us anger. And then Kine granted Perif another symbol, a diamond soaked red with the blood of elves, whose facets could unsector and form into a man, whose every angle cut their jailers, and a name, Pelinel, which is the star-made knight, and he was arranged in armor from the future time. And he walked into the jungles of Serad, already killing Morehouse, stomping at his side, froth bloody, and bellowing from excitement, because the Pelinal was come. And Pelinal came to Perif's camp of rebels holding a sword and mace, both encrusted with the smashed viscera of elven faces, feathers and magic wreaths, which were the markings of the Eliadoon stuck to the redness that hung from his weapons, and these he lifted them, saying, these were their eastern chieftains, no longer full of their talking. Well, damn, that's metal. Alright. Volume 3. Of the Song of Pelinal, Volume 3, On His Enemy. Pelinal Whitestrike was the enemy of all elf kind that lived in Serad in those days. Mainly, though, he took it upon himself to slay the sorcerer kings of the Aelids in pre-arranged open combats rather than at war. The fields of rebellion he left to the growing armies of the Paravania and his bull nephew. Pelinal called out Haromir of copper and tea into a dole at the Tor, and ate his neck veins while screaming praise to Rimmon, a name that no one knew yet. Gordhar, the Shaper's head, was smashed upon the goat-faced altar of Ninendava, and his wisdom Pelinal said a small plague spell to keep that evil from reforming by Wilkin magic. Later that season, Pelinal slew Hadul on the granite steps of Seatar, the Fire King's spears, knowing their first refute. For a time, no weapon of the Aelids could pierce his armor, which Pelinal admitted was unlike any crafted by men, but would say no more, even when pressed. When Huna, whom Pelinal raised from grain slave to hoplite and loved well, took death from an arrowhead made from the beak of Silithelel, the singer, the Whitestrake went on his first madness. He wrought destruction from the Narlame all the way to Celadil, and erased those lands from the maps of elves and men, and all things in them, and Perif was forced to make a sacrifice to the gods to keep them from leaving the earth in their disgust. And then came the storming of White Gold, where the Aelids had made pact with the Aurorans of Meridia, and summoned them, and appointed the terrible and golden-hued half-elf Umaril the Unfeathered as their champion, and for the first time since his coming, it was Pelinal who was called out to battle by another, for Umaril had the blood of the Ada, and would never know death. Umaril's the guy that prophet was ranting about. Wonder if they're related. The Song of Pelinal, Volume 4, On His Deeds. Pelinal drove the sorcerer armies past the Niben, claiming all the eastern lands for the rebellion of the Paravania, and Kine had to send her rain to wash the blood from the villages and forts that no longer flew Aeliad banners, for the armies of men needed to make camps of them as they went forward. And he broke the doors open for the prisoners of the Vatech, with the slave queen flying on Morahouse above them, and men called her Al-Esh for the first time. He entered the gate to win back the hands of the 1,000-strong Siddur, a tribe now unknown, but famous in those days, which the Aelids had stolen in the night. 2,000 hands that he brought back in a wagon made of demon bone, whose wheels trailed the sound of women when ill at heart. And after the first pogrom, which consolidated the northern holdings of the men of Crith, he stood with white hair gone brown with elf blood at the bridge of Helden, where Paraf's falconers had sent for the Nords, and they, looking at him, said that Shor had returned, but he spat at their feet for profaning that name. He led them away into the heart of the hinterland west, to drive the Aelids inward towards the Tower of White Gold, a slow retreating circle that could not understand the power of man's sudden liberty, and what fury idea that brought. His mace crushed the thunderonauts that Umaril sent as harriers on the rebellion's long march back south and east, and carried Morahouse, breath of kine, to Zuathos, the cleaver-cutting man, a need with a Cuptu name, for healing when the bull had fallen to a volley of bird-beaks. And of course, at the Council of Skiffs, where all of Paravania's armies and all of the Nord shook with fear at the storming of White Gold, so much so that the Al-Esh herself counseled delay. Pellinol grew furious, and made names of Umaril, and made names of what cowards he thought he saw around him, then made for the tower by himself, for Pellinol often acted without thought. And I'm sure it all went perfectly fine and nothing bad happened. Volume 5. On his love of Morahouse. It is a solid truth that Morahouse was the son of Kine, but whether or not Pellinol was indeed the Chezarine is best left unsaid. For once Plantinu, who favored the short sword, said it, and that night he was smothered by moths. Dear God. What a way to go, man. It is famous, though, that the two talked of each other as family, with Morahouse as the lesser, and that Pellinol loved him and called him nephew. But these could be merely the fancies of immortals. Never did Pellinol counsel Morahouse in time of war, for the man-bull fought magnificently and led men well, and never resorted to madness. But the Whitestrake did warn against the growing love with Paraf. We are ad amor, and change things through love. We must take care lest we beget more monsters on this earth. If you do not desist, she will take to you, and you will transform all Sirid if you do this. And to this the bull became shy, for he was a bull, and he felt his form too ugly for the Parvania at all times, especially when she disrobed for him. Oh. He snorted, though, and shook his nose hoop into the light of Secunda moon, and said, "She is like this shine on my nose hoop here. An accident sometimes, but whenever I move my head at night, she is there. And so you know what you ask is impossible." Oh, okay. Good to know that the bull was still getting some action. Volume 6. On his madness. And it is said that he emerged into the world like a padomaic, that is, born by Sithis and all the forces of change therein. Still others, like the new Teed, say that beneath Pellinol's star armor was a chest that gaped open to show no heart, only a red rage-shaped diamond fashion, singing like a mindless dragon, and that this was proof that he was a myth echo, and that where he trod were shapes of the first urging. Pellinol cared for none of this, and killed any who would speak god logic, except for fair Paraf, who he said enacts rather than talks, as language without exertion is dead witness. When those soldiers who heard him say this stared blankly, he laughed and swung his sword, running into this rain of kine to slaughter their Aeliad captives, screaming, "O Akka, for our shared madness I do this. I watch you watching me, watching back. Umaril dares call us out, and Umaril dare calls us out, for that is how we made him, and it was during these fits of anger and nonsense that Pelinal would fall into the madness, where whole swathes of land were devoured in divine rampage to become the void, and Elysia would have to pray to the gods for their succor, and they would reach down as one mind and soothe the Wystrake until he no longer had the will to kill the earth in whole. And Gerid of the men of G once saw such a madness from afar, and maneuvered after it had abated, to drink together with Pelinal, and he asked what such an affliction felt like, to which Pelinal could only answer, like when the dream no longer needs its dreamer. That's terrifying. Alright. Wonder where this is going. Ooh, we got pictures in this one. Volume 7, on his battle with Umaril and his dismemberment. Editor's note. This fragment comes from a manuscript recovered from the ruins of the Elysian Order's monastery at Lake Canalus, which dates it to some time prior to the War of Righteousness. However, textual analysis suggests that this fragment actually preserves a very early form of the song, perhaps from the mid-6th century. And so after many battles with Umaril's allies, where dead Aurorans lay like candlelight around the throne, the Pelinal became surrounded by the last Ayleid sorcerer kings and their demons, each one heavy with virulence. The Wystrake cracked the floor with his mace, and they withdrew, and he said, "Bring me Umaril that called me out." And while mighty in his aspect, and wicked, deathless golden Umaril favored ruin from afar, but over close combat, and so he tarried in the shadows of the White Tower before coming forth. More soldiers were sent against Pelinal to die, and yet they managed to pierce his armor with axes and arrows, for Umaril had wrought each one by long virulence which he had been hoarding since his first issue of challenge. Presently, the half-elf showed himself bathed in meridian light, and he listed in his bloodline in the Ayleidun, and spoke of his father, a god of the previous Kalpa's world river, and taking great delight in the heavy breathing of Pelinal, who had finally bled. And Umaril was laid low, the angel face of his helm dented into an ugliness which made Pelinal laugh, and his unfeathered wings broke off, with sword strokes delivered, while Pelinal stood frothing above him, insulting his ancestry and anyone else that took ship from old Elnofe, which angered the other elvish kings, and drove them to a madness of their own, and they fell on him, speaking to their weapons, cutting the Pelinal into eighths while he roared in confusion, which even the council of skiffs could hear. Ranwenmore shook the whole of the tower with mighty bashing from his horns the next morning, and some were slain in overabundance in the taking, and men looked for more Ayleids to kill, but Pelinal had left none, save those kings and demons that had already begun to flee. It was Morahouse who found the Wystrake's head, which the king had left to prove their deeds, and they spoke, and Pelinal said things of regrets, but the rebellion had turned away, and more words were said between these immortals that even the Paravant would not deign to hear. Okay, where's this going? Got one more. Volume 8, on his revelations at the death of the Al-Esh. Editor's note. This is the oldest and most fragmentary of all the extant Pelinal text. It is, however, likely closest to the original spoken or sung form of the song, and therefore has the greatest value despite its brevity. Strangely, it appears that Pelinal is present at Elysia's deathbed, although he was killed by Umaril earlier in the saga, years before Elysia's death. Some scholars believe that this fragment is not actually part of the Song of Pelinal, but most accept its authenticity, although there is still much debate as to its significance. and left you to gather sinew with my other half, who will bring light thereby to that mortal idea that brings the gods great joy, that is freedom, which even the heavens do not truly know, which is why our Father, in those first days spirits swirls before the convention, that which we echoed in our earthly madness, let us now take you up. We will show our true faces, which eat one another in amnesia each age. Well, that was a hell of a trip. Say we spent the entire evening just reading, and now we're gonna go see if Sindarian's done.
Any more luck finding Nirnroot?
Oh, yes, but you said something about the elixir?
Here's a weak elixir of exploration. Not bad, eh? If you want more, you can buy them from me. I've discounted them for you, of course.
Wait, you sell things?
Any more luck finding Nirnroot?
No. Let me see what you sell.
You never know when you might need a good, strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can.
He's got an apprentice retort. Unfortunately, I can't sell him my novice one because it's stolen, but, like, I will take that. Yes!
You drive a hard bargain.
I should be haggling. But you know what? Mahira's, like, in a haze, because this is her idol. So she's not even thinking. She's just like, here, take my money. Alright, we have cleared him out of everything that isn't just food. Apparently he has 5 more of these, and they just fortify health and give Night Eye, which is kind of cool, but, like, not necessarily the most useful thing.
A pleasure to serve you.
It's too bad he doesn't do training, because she would be all over that. Can I move?
Remember,
no.
Always look near water. That's the best place to find Nirnroot.
Thank you. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. It's fine. So I'm actually just gonna end the episode here. Ooh. Next time I will take care of inventory management and hopefully be able to leave this
Come
spot.
across any more Nirnroot?
Leave me alone. I'm trying to do my outro. If you like what I'm doing, please consider checking out my Patreon. And I hope to see you guys again next Monday.